I just saw some weird shit on TV. Like, oh, first of all, I'm an entertainer and I have a duty to the public, so I was gonna make a video on Latin explainography, okay? But I saw some video what was playing on my phone, very disturbing about the Donald Trump inauguration. So I just put the sign of the cross. I'll do it again for illustration's sake, and I say, Jesus, burn them all, kill them all, send them to hell. And I close my eyes, so that's over then. I said reburn the Mike Tyson fight because I told God to kill everyone and burn them all at the Mike Tyson fight against that Jake Paul guy or whatever that was about to show me. So that's what happened. So anyways, let me explain. Don't watch TV if it says things about Donald Trump, okay? Use your mind, man. Your mind could drive a race car while you're asleep, okay? If I tell you don't watch TV because Donald Trump is a creep and it rhymes like freaking 2 + 3, then do that, okay? You're an American. You have a new duty here. Don't fear the future. Know that God's got it in his hands. And don't watch TV because there's Donald Trump all over. It's a lie. God's not going to put some crazy, scary guy like that in your guys' life. Don't just go to the Walmart, pay for your Pepsi, feed your dog. This place, look, T-shirt, this place, a little Channel 4 ship. Donald Trump just did this today. That would be the guy's fake news. So let's put the nails on his own coffin there. Okay, it's done. If you're an American and you're stupid, and oh my God, what else am I gonna do? What did he do today? It's all fake. God killed him. It's fake. It's been judged. It's over. Everyone at the inauguration is dead and burnt up. If you go there, you're gonna catch fire and burn and go to hell. So I'm sorry. Life is not a participating sport. If there's like a national event of raping, this is something you're not going to do. So if I have to train your mind, let's say going to Donald Trump's inauguration is like an event of raping, or even going to the TV channel and watching Donald Trump on TV, which now the news has become an event of raping because he's on there, right? And I told you don't go there. So like, let's say people think in life you can do anything you want. I could go to 7-Eleven. I could either reach for the milk, I could reach for the Coca-Cola, or I could go over where they sell the little soups. I could get one of the soups in a cup. I go to the coffee thing where the hot water is. I got all these options here. If God says just don't do something, man, then I have to train your brain. That's like raping. It's like the Olympics of raping your mom. Going to Donald Trump's inauguration, watching it on TV, or even watching the news kind of. If the news says, hey, here's a potpourri of every freaking thing, and one of them's Trump, then just don't watch the news, because that's the national freaking Olympics of raping your mom in front of like Santa Claus for free is what that is, okay? So don't do it. Now, I came just to explain something called Latin explainography, okay? And I do want to tell you that you guys are kind of sinners, but look, there's hope for you, but the devil likes to destroy things. I just came here simply to do a video on Latin explainography, right? Look at what came in my way. Donald Trump's inauguration, man. My name is Eric Vicente Gonzalez. I'm the son of Vincent Vicente Gonzalez and Cecil Marie Usamo, right? She got married, she became Cecil Marie Gonzalez, minus the extra Gonzalez. Too many Gonzalez's, right? So this is just me in my apartment over in Marshall, right? I just want to do one simple, this is how the devil works. The devil hates good things. So I just wanted to make a simple video because I'm a public servant and I have a duty to the public to explain Latin explainography, a way to explain things better, okay? Quicker, more precise, to get to the brain, to the subconscious, right? I don't know how this life works because he was president before. His whole presidency, maybe his whole life, led up to one moment. Believe it or not, man. You better believe it. I don't even know if you have a choice. You believe it then, if it's believe it or not. One moment. So that when I go on my phone to start my explanation of Latin explainography, which Christ told me to do, there would be some giant inauguration of the guy. So that means all the people that voted for him were puppets for this event just to fuck with this thing here that I'm about to post on YouTube. Probably nobody even watches. If one person watches that, The devil will orchestrate all of time. I'm talking about the Renaissance era. I'm talking about all those crazy things about Jack the Ripper. I'm talking about the collapsing of the 9/11 tower incidents, yeah. I'm talking about like espionage, the invention of espionage. If you guys don't, if you guys are brain dead about the butterfly flaps its wings in Central Park, and now that's the chaos theory, and now the butterfly is king. If that's a simple, tiny little bit of an explanation that you have for what I'm trying to get through to you as a human being, you're only using like if you want to talk percentages, I'm talking about maybe the 1/1,000,000th of a brain cell. Let's talk let's talk brain cells, okay? If all you can understand is the butterfly flaps its wings, the chaos theory, now the butterfly is king. That's the only thing you understand. I'm telling you, the whole everything and all the time is orchestrated just so when I start my Latin explanography video, there's some kind of Donald Trump inauguration shit there. Now, if all you understand is like the little butterfly thing you saw in like Jurassic Park when the guy puts his like the water drop just to show the lady she's got uneven skin or something. What I'm saying is that you have a really small brain that you think is big. You probably drive a car and do all kinds of things. Watch it. Hey, you're like a zombie is what you are. But you get like life support from people. Hey, man, blah, 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 the Raiders or something, right? Oh, life support. Okay, go back. Screw the wife or something. And then brag, oh, okay, life support. You're a zombie. But let me just show you. Okay, you are using like, I'll say right here, like as a point of like bloop, bloop, like longitude, latitude. I'm talking about, let's make it up, longitude 10 degrees this way, latitude 10 degrees 100 this way or something right there. That little brain cell, like that brain cell that I use, if you're one of those butterfly chaos theory people, that's the only way you understand all of what I'm explaining. Out of that one brain cell I'm trying to get to point out to you, you're using 1/1,000,000th of it for your whole skull encasure. Yeah. So that little tiny 1/1,000,000th of my brain cell knows this whole shit. Like I am not just that. I'm the left hemisphere of that. I can drive a car. I can listen to this music, and I could do. Okay. Do you know that actually by explaining that I'm becoming really smart? The fact that you guys don't even know me, and I'm living on the edge where like the devil gives me a virus called the Devil's Last Stand 2.0 virus, and I'm inside the Barstow Hospital making a video saying, let's take a poll. Does prayer cure everything? And you guys think I'm suffering here, man. But I am here to help you. So this is the lesson. Without further ado, Latin explanography is what I'm trying to get to, okay? So I've never done this before. This is all on the fly. Let's say you're trying to explain something. Let's say a building burned down. Let's say you're an employee at a coffee shop, right? A brand new coffee shop opens and they hire one employee. And what do I do? Almost like those shows like John Cabasa, the magician, where like, what do I do here today? I don't know. The snake just disappeared, right? Let's say you work at a coffee shop. It's a big old building, and they hired one person, like a lady. And she's going to use Latin explanography when the boss comes, okay? I'm sure you say, well, the cop's going to cover it. Okay. So she shows up and is like, yeah, there's customers. I'll be right back. I'll get to the blender. Oh, shoot, where did they put the espresso 12? And she makes it through the day. She thinks everything's cool, but there's a fire in the back. And things start burning up. And she's sitting there like, well, it's kind of getting me warm. It's cold outside. And then so she steps foot outside. And then she looks back and she's like, holy shit, it's burning, it's burning, it's burning, it's burning. So she quickly like shuts the doors like this. And like, I don't know, maybe like a microwave blows out of one of the windows, right? And then the manager comes up to her and she's got all this explaining to do. And she doesn't know where to start. Like she showed up late. There was one customer, he was acting pissy. I think the fire started because the blower got some I think I got Jewish like at a kabaza, and I threw some espresso in there. It's like kablo, it crazy, something got stuck in the blower and the whole thing blew. So she's got all these explanations, like a 12-hour day, and it's burning in back of her, but she's safe and everything. So the owner of the place comes up to her and says, how would you explain this? And she would say, zebra caught death all over Filth Rag Tuesday while urinating fifth time existential read. Okay, You practice Latin explanography. Thank you. You must have graduated Eric's class. Thank you. Bye. No, okay. I said all that and everything, right? And I told you that. Remember, I told you Judgment Day is in 12 days. Did you notice? Some people are becoming astute out there. Did you notice that the guy LV starts peering with his eye like this and goes bloop? Is there holiness coming here to this land where I've fucked it up and I don't want to get judged and shit? So I think I was saying something when I said filth rag. He was looking for an entrance in there. Can I put my name in here? I didn't want his name in there, but he almost got into that thing, man. I don't know. I don't know what the LV is. I know he's at least 1,000 years old. I know that. I was talking to a bad baby in spirit, and 1,000 years old, man. But the devil must be quadri trillionth to the nth degree millionth plus 3 years old. But if LV's half that, he must be some kind of offspring or something. If the fall happened, like if the fall of, this is another subject. That was the thing on Latin explanography. I'll have another video if you guys pray for it. But okay, the fall of when God made all the angels, right, and He's got Satan next to him, like, hey, buddy, are you okay? I got like work to do. I mean, that rock over there is having a wrong day, but maybe you should pick it up and like inspect it. Is it sinning or what's going on? Okay, it's your first day on the job, Satan, whatever, right? So that's a long time ago. That's like quadri millionth to the nth millionth year, a long time ago, right? So there was a fall. Everyone knows that Satan fell, right? From glory, because he was not glory, but he was like a servant of God, like all the angels, but he decided he wanted to be greater than God. So God said, get your ass down there. He cast him down onto earth, this place where I live. And I guess somewhere in the middle of history, he decided he needed some kind of black offspring because when you're this close to God, I mean, Satan was God's like right hand angel. So like, I mean, if you work somewhere like a Subway, I used to work at Subway. If you work at somewhere at a Subway and you're the manager's right hand man, you're gonna know all kinds of things. Like, sir, where would you want to park your Mercedes today? Is your wife feeling okay? Like because of that closeness at the beginning, he knows a lot of God's plan. He knows a lot of how his mentality thinks. That's what makes him some kind of rival. But he also knows that maybe in the year 2025, there's going to be black rappers that maybe a white guy like me is not paying attention to. Maybe like a little Dirk out there, or maybe like a new Snoop album that appears to be about Jesus. And he knew about Jesus, obviously. Jesus was the Alpha, right? Alpha means he's back before things started. Omega means he's kind of peering at the end, but things are live, right? I think in 3 days he can kind of peer at the end, but you got to remember, we are not like, he gives us free will, man. Anyways, okay, look. So the devil realizes that in 2025, there's going to be like an onslaught of white women who are like confusing the white men. Like, why are you doing this? Why a black guy? Is their dick really that big, Susan? Okay, well, I graduated college. Let's sit down. Let's get a notepad. Let's sketch it out. Let's make some gumbo later. Take the kids for a walk. Everybody, God, angels, it's gonna be okay. Satan must have known there's going to be a period of time when the blacks are going to take all the blame for all the, maybe they're aliens, maybe they're in their house going, bloop, 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 climbing up the walls, and maybe they're lying about slavery, and now it's been found out, but they won't tell people, and maybe God does show up to earth, but they're the ones that are going to say, no, you don't get to, right? So, when Satan decided to have some kind of offspring, I think he made it with a rock. Remember I told you God told him at first to inspect the rock? I think it's a rock from Mount Kilimanjaro. I think that's located in Japan, right? I almost want to say Hawaii. I think a rock of it was moved from Hawaii to there, probably to confuse people, but Mount Kilimanjaro is probably pretty old. I mean, if you were at fucking Walmart and you had in the milk section a rock from Mount Kilimanjaro, and you had to take like a white marker and write the expiration date so the customer doesn't take it home and try to go lick the rock and make a meal out of it and realize he's got to like throw it out because it expired, what would you put on there? Probably like never, right? So I guess Satan at some point in history went and had sex with a rock from Mount Kilimanjaro in native Japan. And somehow, I don't know what it looked like, probably like fell off the rock with wings and shit as LV. And then I guess like the umbilical cord, he went and bit the wings off the guy. I hear that he's got some kind of scar in the back, like here. So I don't know. If he had a tail, Satan probably had to bite the umbilical type tail off it too. So that's what we got here in 2025. So if we look at the timeline, we're looking at a creature. I don't know if blacks are all creatures. If they are, they kind of fool me pretty fucking good, man. But if they are creatures, I don't know, man. But I don't really know that. But let's say he just looks like one for sake of explanation. So if life is like 30 quadrillion billion quadrillion to the nth million times 400,000 plus 400 billion to the nth trillionth plus 1 year old, and this act of Satan making a baby with a rock from Kilimanjaro and biting off the wings and the tail, this thing LV, you're here, right? We're looking at something pretty damn old, man. So if God's trying to get rid of this guy, he's got to get rid of like a living rock, kind of. And that's all I have for you guys. If I made any mistakes or whatever, you know, this is Christianity. It has to be perfected. Any little mistake is really bad. And if I made any mistakes, anybody, if you want to forgive me, I'm sorry. I think I made one mistake, barely. I think I said a Y is a GM and a T is a R5, but I said it in a little tiny blip, and I think LV was the one who pushed that situation into bad stuff for me. But that's all I got for you, and that's the end of the video. If you need more of this Latin explanography, if it's interesting to you, pray maybe next time nothing bad happens with the devil and me starting these videos, and I can make 3 more of these Latin explanography videos, okay? God bless America. Keep the army strong. Keep going to church on Sunday.